Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brandon Solo, reporting for Kids First, and today I'll be talking about the new movie, Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. Now, before I get into any further into this review, I just want to say, on a personal note, for the past 10 years I've been watching movies. I've never seen a movie quite like this. Now, it tackles a very serious subject, leukemia, but it does it in a way that it's not so serious. Throughout the whole movie, except for maybe the ending, it's a very light movie. I applaud the director Alfonso Gomez-Rejon and writer Jesse Andrews for making the movie light and fun throughout the movie, because it's not about something serious. It's not about leukemia. It's about life in general, which I'll get into later, but I just want to get that out there that this is not your ordinary film. Now the story centers around this main character, Greg Gaines, played by Thomas Mann, who is an outsider of the school, you could say. His life changes as he learns that one of his acquaintances, Rachel, played by Olivia Cooke, has leukemia. Now, he is forced kind of by his mother into trying to befriend her, and throughout all this, it's just comedy between the two of them. They try and make light of the subject. Greg doesn't really want to say it, but Rachel is fine with it because it is the reality of the situation. And then Greg's friend Earl, played by R.J. Seiler, becomes a part of this kind of trio. And it's great comedy between these three young people. It's great dialogue. Jesse Andrews, the main writer, hits dead on with the dialogue and the comedy, the back and forth. I felt the chemistry between the three of them. You could see it on screen because it's great writing and it's great fun comedy. Definitely not for kids, but it's just great comedy. And then besides the comedy, I want to get into some of my favorite parts of the film. Besides the comedy, which is awesome, it's great, and like I said, definitely not for kids, the camera work is great. It tells the story with the camera shots. It's very fast-paced along with the dialogue, and like I said, great writing. And also, the movie is so real. I can't tell you how many times I'm watching a film, and probably you as the viewer as well, will be watching a film and saying, well, what about this? You know, what about that? What happened with this? I was watching the film, and I was saying to myself, what do these people do? What do they do homework? And then sure enough, practically a minute later, they explained that. And I said, wow, this is really realistic. It really tackles this very hard subject of leukemia and young death, and it tackles it with comedy, with realism. It's up in your face, and I like that. I like the film, I like the realism of it, I liked all of it. So in the end, I give Me and Earl and the Dying Girl the highest rating I've ever given any Kids First film, 5 out of 5 stars, because no matter what aspect you look at it, the dialogue, great. The comedy, great. The camera work, great. The editing skills, great. And the audio was great too, with the different types of music, the different types of sounds that you would hear. Every single part of it, they hit head on, they hit right on the nail. I didn't find any part, maybe it was just a bit too real and maybe a bit too dramatic at the start. Other than that, 5 out of 5 stars, awesome movie. Young adults, definitely go see it. It is PG-13. I would definitely not recommend it for kids because of the strong language and the strong sexual material. It's not, they don't present the sexual material, but they talk about it in the comedy. But other than that, awesome. So, for Kids First, I'm Brandon Solo signing off. You guys have a good one.